the free SHS, we can all see, is fraught with many challenges.
Yes.
If the CPP should come to power, how are you going to mend or fix these challenges?
The first thing that first of all, ours says free education from kindergarten to tertiary.
Issue of free SHS. So
yes. So for us, the first thing we would do, or we would have done, was first of all, not disenfranchise the private sector. That was, for me, it wasn't necessary. The disenfranchising of the private sector was one of the things that really, it beats me. I don't understand why they did that, because you want to give free education. The free education must be on the head of the child. It is you, the person, that has access to the free education. So if you are in my school, as long as the school is accredited, then whatever amount of money that has been is going to be paid for you should be paid for the school to give you the education. So just by cutting off all the private sector brought a lot of challenges to the program, as good as it is. So I think that's some of the areas that would have
So we would not have been struggling with crowding in a lot of these schools if
Absolutely
we had included...
Not. Absolutely not.
So then, would you agree that we probably do not need, like the NDC is saying, the double track system? Because if we include the private schools, maybe they can make up for the numbers, you know, the extras that are in the government schools, and maybe eventually, if we're able to build the other secondary schools, we can move those numbers there. I
agree with you, but then the NDC's path to free SHS was not the best either. Wait till I build all the schools. Wait till everything else is in place, and then I make it free. No. At what point? Whose child should suffer first? Why should my child be out of school before you build the schools? What system in Ghana is worked perfectly? There's no system in Ghana, no structure, no institution. You understand? So why should, when it comes to the education of young people and deprived children, then you wait till everything is in place first? No. So I think it is good that it was started. Just that everybody has their own approach of things. CPP's approach is human-centered. We look at every individual. The boy from my village is as important as the boy from Achimota. And for that reason, what it means is that if we have to make it for now, that those who can afford should pay, and those who can't afford for the first few times should be paid for. That's what we do. But you don't do it so that you make a wholesale arrangement, make it look at it more particular than actually getting the effect. But then I don't want to be the one talking about free education. You know why? Because for me, any system that allows every child an opportunity, I'm for it.
So at least the NPP has done a good job in terms of...
Listen to me again.
Well, you're saying that allows for every child. In this case, they are saying that they've given access to as many children.
Point I'm saying. That's exactly me as CPP sitting here. I'm not here just for the party.
Okay.
I am here for Ghana. And that's the thing that people should understand. Because we birthed this country and we said the black man was capable and sent the white man away, we want to see a working Ghana, regardless whether it is NPP or NDC. So for me, I will tell you today that the policy of allowing every child the opportunity to get education is the best thing that ever happened to this country. It is a policy that was started in the early 60s by CPP. So a continuation of it is the best. Just that because today the people that were continuing were not the very people that started, they did it in their own style, which we would have done differently.
Yeah, that would be CPP style as well.
No, the PPP style would have alleviated a lot of suffering from the parents of today. A lot of people even see, you see, this whole thing of giving free everything, shoe, dress to rich people, for me, when we don't have it, it's not the best. I've seen friends who went to school with their top vehicles, dropped their child in their school and walked away and couldn't even believe it. They are happy. And then there are parents who are struggling to buy the box, the chalk box, the books, whatever thing they're supposed to buy. It's still a struggle for a lot of parents. You understand? So in between the free education, there's still room. You must always address those who are needy.
But the finance minister mentioned this exact same thing, that we shouldn't make the free SHS wholesale, and that for those who could pay, they should allow them to pay. His party refused.
Precisely. So that's the point. That's exactly the point. That they did it their style. We would have done it our style. Our party can't and won't cannot refuse, because we are a people-centered party. We think about the very person. That's why we call veranda boys. We think about the woman in my village. We think about the young person who can't afford but needs it, because we are looking at the wholesale approach for every Ghanaian, because every Ghanaian is entitled. So if you are sitting here, like my children went to a school, went to soul clinic, went to Fasipim, why give them free? If at this point we can't afford to everybody, I will be willing to pay. There's clear indication those who can afford and those who can't afford.
So it's the same way you'd have implemented the free tertiary education as well, so that those who can pay would pay and those who can't afford will get it for free?
We are saying free tertiary, okay? But I'm saying that when you are sitting in the desk and you realize that what you have today is 10 Ghana, because you want to give free for young people, everybody, and you can't give all, you don't deprive and make it difficult for others to get quality education. You, at that point, give it free to everyone. That becomes your policy. But the implementation has to go through a stage. And that stage must be that what you can afford now must be those who can't afford.
Okay.
You understand?
How do we fund that?
How do
we fund it? Because now it looks as everybody is offering free, from free education, free healthcare, and especially in education. How do we fund it? Yeah,
but free education, free healthcare is basic human right. It's how do you fund, how do we breathe, how do we do anything else? As long as you make it a priority number one. Because in Ghana today, when we did free education in the early past, when this country was there was nothing like all. We barely even own anything. You understand? Look at the resources of the nation today. Our flag bearer keeps saying that the last time he went to Dubai and in a discussion fund, or well, not he went to Dubai, but the minister, the minister, I've forgotten his name.
I'm not sure which one.
The head of the ministry,
senior minister.
Senior minister.
Okay.
My own.
Okay.
When Sarpong When Sarpong came from Dubai, he said there was an importation of 7 billion worth of gold that had been exported to Dubai from Ghana. Okay. Yet when he came to Ghana, he realized that it was only 2.5. That was recorded. So almost the 5 billion portion. The kind of leakage in this country, the kind of concession we give to the foreign companies in terms of tax breaks, all these things, if you have a government that looks at that, you realize that we have too much to fund our children. If other countries have funded education and healthcare to the highest level, then there's no justification. They don't even have quarter of the resources that we have here.
But the GIPC law allows this.
The GIPC
law says